When does experience stop being valuable? For Daniel, the answer was 54, or at least that's what they told him.
At 54, Daniel sat in his car after work longer than usual. The building behind him was dark now. No lights, no movement, just glass reflecting a man who suddenly felt replaceable. 31 years. That's how long he'd worked there. When they told him, he didn't argue, didn't ask questions. He nodded, like this was something he'd known was coming. On the drive home, the radio played ads about reinventing yourself. He turned it off. That language wasn't meant for people his age. Daniel had done everything right. He stayed loyal, skipped risks, believed experience would protect him. But the company changed. The software changed. The faces got younger. When he asked how he could stay relevant, the answer was polite but final. At this stage, it might be time to think about something simpler. Something simpler. That sentence followed him home. The interviews were worse. Some never replied. Others ended the moment his graduation year came up. One recruiter finally said it out loud. "You have strong experience, but we're looking for someone who can grow with us." Daniel understood. You're already done growing. At night, he did math he'd never planned to do. How long savings would last. How quiet life might become if this was the ending. One evening, cleaning a drawer, he found an old notebook. Ideas. Things he'd once wanted to learn. Skills he never had time for. He almost threw it away. Almost. The next morning, Daniel made a decision no one applauded. He signed up for an online course. No announcement, no encouragement, just a quiet choice made at a kitchen table. The work was harder than he expected. He was slower, asked questions that made him feel exposed, watched lessons twice while others moved ahead. More than once, he hovered over the quit button. But quitting would have confirmed what everyone already believed. Months passed. Daniel studied in the mornings, applied what he learned in the afternoons, failed privately, adjusted quietly. When people asked what he was doing now, he said, "Just figuring things out." Not because he was humble, but because he was protecting something fragile. Then one small company reached out. They didn't ask about his age. They asked how he'd solve a problem they had right now. For the first time in a long time, Daniel wasn't defending his past. He was using it. The offer wasn't impressive. No big title, no big salary, but it was real. On his first day, no one treated him like a liability. They listened. And that's when Daniel realized the truth. It was never too late. He had just spent years waiting for permission he was never going to get. Someone once asked him how he found the courage to start over so late. Daniel said, "I didn't. I was scared the whole time. But fear isn't a stop sign, it's a signal." So if you've been told it's too late to change, too late to learn, too late to matter, remember this. The world decides what's convenient, not what's possible. And belief isn't loud. It doesn't announce itself. It shows up quietly, on ordinary days, when no one is watching. That's where real change begins. If this story meant something to you, don't just scroll past it. Because there are a lot of people right now sitting in their cars after work, wondering if this is the end of their usefulness. It isn't. If you believe experience still matters, if you believe starting over isn't weakness, then support stories like this. Hit like so more people who need this reminder actually see it. And subscribe if you want real stories about resilience, reinvention, and second chances, the kind no one applauds, but that change everything. You're not too late. You're not done. And we're just getting started.